Gonna see. What is up, everybody? How are you? It's me, Tony. I'm gonna go ahead and check on all this stuff real quick. Hey, there I am. All right, live on Twitch. Let me keep this one open. I can turn that down. Let's see what happens here. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? That's one question I have for you. And then let me know if you're watching on YouTube. Hey, I can hear myself talking. Let me turn that off. All right. And then here I am on OI Life. Perfect. And then let me check my channel here. Hey! I'm live like all over the place right now. This is cool. Okay, so if you're on YouTube and you're watching, you can jump into, go ahead and comment and let me know where you're watching from. And then also on Twitch, where you're watching from. Hey, it's me, Tony. I was like, I got to get some stuff ready for the Oh I Want to Dance tomorrow. And I'm just at my computer working, just finished having lunch with the lovely T. Marie. And I'm like, let me just stream live and do some behind the scenes stuff and just see who joins me. I can answer some questions. We can kind of just get at it, and I can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow for the Oh I Want to Dance. It's going to be so cool. So what is the Oh I Want to Dance? Well, the Oh I Want to Dance is an awesome event that's happening tomorrow, Saturday. Let's see if I can pop this up. It's happening tomorrow on Saturday, and it's kicking off OI Awareness Week. So OI Awareness Week, OI is osteogenesis imperfecta. That is the rare bone disorder that I live with, that I was born with, that I have. And if you know me, then you know about it. Then you know what OI is. You know I have brittle bones, right? That's what it's called, brittle bone disease. And so every year, what we do is celebrate OI Awareness Week, and it's usually at the beginning of May, because on May 6th is what's called Wishbone Day. So here's how it breaks down. Let me explain. OI Awareness Week is like the International Awareness Week. I'm sorry, no. I got that mixed up. OI Awareness Week is the National Awareness Week here in the United States that we kind of spread the awareness of OI. And that is always scheduled around May 6th, which is called Wishbone Day. And Wishbone Day is the International Day of Awareness for osteogenesis imperfecta. So that's the international side. And then nationally, we celebrate OI Awareness Week, and that's always around Wishbone Day. So this year is no different. OI Awareness Week starts tomorrow, which is Saturday, May 4th, and it runs through the whole week until the 11th. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm kicking off OI Awareness Week with what I'm calling the Oh I Want to Dance. And I did this, I think it was 2 years ago. I did this same format. It was called the Oh I Can Dance. And it was basically the same format. It's a 5-hour event. And what I do is I get on the turntables. Well, these aren't my turntables. This is my controller. I get on the decks, yo, and I spin music for 5 hours. And it's like basically a 5-hour dance party and fundraiser for OI. And so last time it was great at the Oh I Can Dance. Basically, I think we raised like $250. And so I split it 3 ways between my movement, which is OI Life, hashtag OI Life. And then I sent a third down to OI Peru, and a third went over to OI in India. 2 organizations that help the OI communities in different countries. So that was really exciting. This year for the Oh I Want to Dance, it's cool because we're doing, I'm teaming up with the OIF. hold on, let me fix this really quickly. Creator dashboard. I need to get to this so that I can actually get to my stream manager. Okay, there we go. Now I can kind of see what's happening. So basically this year, I've teamed up with the OIF, which is the Osteogenesis Imperfecta Foundation. They are the largest organization in the world. They're located here in the United States, but they are the largest organization that helps the OI community. And they're based here in the States. There's other organizations around the world, but I believe the OIF is the largest from what I know. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. And we agreed that this year we're going to split the proceeds that come from the OI Wanna Dance. So it's so exciting because basically we're going to be supporting OI Life and we're going to be supporting the OIF. And so it's a 5-hour dance party and fundraiser where I'm going to play music. I'm going to share facts about OI so that people can learn about what it is and learn what OI is, because a lot of people don't know. So I'm going to kind of talk about the facts. I made a call out to folks to submit videos of them dancing from the OI community. So I did that 2 years ago and it was so much fun. A lot of people sent in video clips, so I'm going to have more of those coming in this year. So I'm going to be able to present those. And I've already got a few. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. And it's just time to just hang out. I do the Unbreakable Mix Show every week. And I love just spreading music, movement, and motivation. So I'm bringing the Unbreakable Mix Show, and I'm doing a longer version for 5 hours. And it's going to be great because we're just going to be spreading awareness and raising funds. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time. And I wanted to just kind of stream some behind the scenes stuff because I'm like, what would happen if I just started streaming and just kind of let it stream and see if people show up, right? I'm like, that'd be so cool. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on the computer, and earlier I started getting some playlists together, so you can see back here. I think I can walk back here because I've got the lav on. So can you see me okay now? I got my setup here, and earlier I was getting some tracks. So I get my music from a bunch of different places, and I was reading something. I was reading an article that was talking about this genre called Amapiano. And I've heard it. I've heard that genre before, meaning I've heard the word of the genre, Amapiano. But I didn't know what it was. And I heard a couple songs that are considered that are classified in that genre. Genres are all over the place, by the way, now. But I had never really heard of Amapiano, so I'm like, what is that? So I went to Spotify and I was listening to some stuff, and it got me excited because it sounds really dope. It's from Africa, and it sounds like super dope. It's kind of like Afrobeat, but different. I still don't know a lot about it, but I know it sounds dope, and I'm like, I want to get some tracks because I want to play some in my sets from now on because it's really dope. I like international music, so it'd be cool to add some of that. And, people love it, so it's like, yo, let's get down. Let's play some Amapiano. So I was doing that earlier and getting some tracks from that genre, and that was really cool. And let's see. Oh yeah. I'm just checking my streams to make sure I'm still live. Yes, still live there. Okay, good. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I was getting some tracks earlier and loading them into Serato. So it's funny because right now I have my main computer over on this desk, and then I have over there is my DJing computer and my controller. So what I'll do is I'll do most of my work here on this system, downloads, all my browser stuff, and then I have it set up where there's a folder that says load to Serato, and it's on my desktop over here. And that's basically linked up to my iCloud. And then when I drop stuff into load to Serato, it automatically uploads to the cloud, and then I can access it over here. Sometimes it's slow, so what I'll do is just airdrop to that other computer. But yeah, there's probably a different way. I know if I bring it closer, I could do that cool thing that Mac does where like you can just go between two computers. Dude, I wonder if I could do that now. I wonder if I could turn that on. Like, could I access that computer from just being over here and like make that a second screen over there? Huh. It's a good question. I wonder if that's possible. I got to look into that. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. So that's how I get my music from this computer that I'm on here to that computer, which is my DJ computer. And then on that computer, I still run, because that's like an old 2008, I say old, 2018 MacBook Pro 13-inch. And it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty slow, but it only runs Serato and a couple other programs. Like I don't put anything else on there, and I don't even keep all my music on there. I actually keep all my music on an external drive because I have, let's see, how many songs do I have? I have so many songs, y'all. Let's see. Can I get a number here? No, I don't think so. Let's see. How many songs do I have? Here, I'll tell you how much space it takes up. Calculating size. Okay. So all my music takes up 386 gigs. That's not bad. That's not too bad. Does this show me how many files it is? No, I think I have to click in here for that. Yeah. So I have 42,000 plus another few hundred. So that's 42,500 music files. It's crazy. That sounds like so much, right? 4,200, what did I say? 42,000? Yeah, 42,569. Wow. It's way too much music. But the thing is this. I don't DJ with it all, but that music comprises all of my digital music since I've ever been using digital music. So since the beginning of iTunes, since before the beginning of iTunes, because there was, just digitizing MP3s. And then I would create music also. So I'd be creating MP3s and WAV files. And so that would take up a lot. And so I've been just compiling data, digital music for years and years and years. And that's what's ended up 42,000. So that includes like a whole span of time where before digital DJing, and we were just DJing with vinyl, I still had digital music because CDs, ripping CDs, putting those into digital, loading those into iTunes, right? So it is around the iTunes time. And then I started bringing in digital music for DJing once Serato came, right? And then that's a whole thing. So there's that too. So yeah, needless to say, it's 42,000 tracks later, and that's what you get. You get 386 gigs worth of music. So my goal at this point is to upgrade that computer, and then what I'm going to do is get one that has a 1 terabyte internal drive. I think this one might have a 1 terabyte. Does this one have a 1 terabyte? If it does, I may do it here. But this computer is pretty slow. But you know what? Maybe if I put the music on the drive, it would be better. Let's see what I got. Oh, I think if I go here, about this Mac, storage. Let's see what she says. Yeah, it's a 1 terabyte. But then I put Boot Camp on here. Yeah, it says I have space available. It says I have 709 gigabytes available. Huh. Okay, you know what? I might do that. I might do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it before tomorrow's gig, but what I might do is take my, let me pull this up a little bit. I might take my music library, put it on the hard drive. Of course, I'll keep an external drive because you always got to have your external drive on. I feel like that's crooked. There we go. You always have to have your music backed up. So it's funny because I just recently went through a huge, I'll talk about that in a second, but I have my music on an external drive, and then I have a couple other external drives that have the music backed up. So I'm constantly backing up. So do you want to hear the story of what I did recently with my music? I guess I might as well tell it. So I told you earlier that I was using iTunes. And iTunes, hold on, let me just check emails, make sure we're all good. Oh, AARP is coming at me. They want me to, you know, you can join AARP as long as you're 13 years or older. I didn't know that until I switched over to AT&T. So that's a little tip for you. Okay, so I was in iTunes for the longest time. And let me put this link in here. There we go. So I was using iTunes since iTunes came out. I'm an Apple head. I admit it. All of my technology, my computers have been Apple since I switched in 2003. And I haven't looked back. Bought a MacBook and I haven't looked back because Apple is the way to go. If you're a creative person, if you do anything in the creative fields, creative industry, meaning I do video production, so video, I do music. If you do photography, any sort of graphic design, anything creative really, I feel Apple's the way to go. So I've been with Apple since, 2003. And then, using iTunes, I started ripping CDs into iTunes, moved over to iTunes, of course, like everybody. And then when Serato came out, and it was time to, and then I think when Serato came out, they didn't initially have a connection to iTunes. I don't remember that being the thing. I think you had to load in your music separately, like you had to have it in different folders. From what I remember, I don't remember those early days of Serato, but because it was so dang long ago. But anyway, once they made the connection, and then I had all my stuff in iTunes already, and at that time I felt like it was really powerful and strong, and I had my music organized into playlists on iTunes. So then when you open Serato, all those playlists would show up. So I could basically organize in iTunes, load music, get music, load music over there. It would organize it all for me, and then I could just create playlists. And then when I opened Serato, it would just show me everything from iTunes. So it was cool, and it worked for a while. It worked for a long time until iTunes started messing around and Apple started messing around, and Serato and Apple were always having an issue because every time Apple would put out an update for iTunes or their operating system, it would take Serato forever to get up to speed to then be able to use it properly. And that was a pain in the butt because it would just make it impossible to try and update things. So eventually it got to a point where I was then a couple of years ago, or even, literally a year, maybe 2 years ago, when they started introducing the streaming directly in Serato, that really intrigued me. I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe there's a way to utilize that. So I started messing around with that a little bit. And then, I don't know, it got to a point where I was tired of taking everything into iTunes. When they changed to music, that was when it really fell apart. When iTunes changed to Apple Music, that's when it all went downhill. So I was kind of done at that point. I was like, I need to do something else. So what I did was I decided, okay, I got to get out of Apple Music, and there has to be another way. Because I'd heard of DJs just creating folders for their music and organizing everything that way through by genre, etc. And that always intrigued me. But at that point, even 4 or 5 years ago, I was already with the 40,000 tracks, right? So I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm going to go through all these. And I didn't organize that well in iTunes, where I had all the genres down, I had all the BPMs, I had like everything I need for DJing. I didn't have all that stuff. So it was just kind of like, there's, I just found it to be like, that's a huge task to try and do all that and then move everything out and then put it all into folders, et cetera, et cetera. So that was like a no-go for me. But then, let's see, what finally triggered it? Oh, okay, so here, let me move this chair, because I'm standing now and I don't need that chair right there. So then there's this dude, DJ CB. He's out in Europe. I think he's in England, I want to say. I don't know exactly where he's at, but anyway, I started getting fed his videos on YouTube because I'm watching like DJ culture stuff. And I started seeing his videos, and he's talking about he can organize your library and get it out of Apple Music and iTunes. And I'm like, what is happening? This dude can't be serious. So he created an app, created a software to be able to do this stuff. It's called Music Tools, Music Library Tools, MLT. It's super useful. So anyway, he created this thing. He was just in the beta of it. He's trying to like figure it out. He's creating it. I'm watching his videos and I'm seeing him like organize different people's music. And basically what it helps you do is you can get everything out. Now at this point, I hadn't used Lexicon. There's some other software out there. Lexicon is one of them, which I found after the fact. That was the big one, Lexicon. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second. So Music Library Tools, I'm watching DJ CB. I'm watching him like do this process on his YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, let me try it. So his app is only like 20 bucks. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he's constantly updating it. The first version I got, it was okay. But what it does is you can load your music into it and it'll find the year and the genre of music, which is really cool. So I was like, let me try it, because then if that helps me get the genres for my music, then I can break them out into the folders that I need so that I can get them out of iTunes, right? Starting to make sense. And the reason I want it out of Apple and iTunes is because there's a way that they organize everything by folder structure. And so I had checked the box that was like, yeah, just organize it, Apple, just do it the way you do it. And like, that's a mistake. But I didn't know any better because I've used it since the beginning. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to change it now. So anyway, what it does is it like throws music into crazy folders. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It's by like artist and their album and then the song, and it's all over the place. So it's really hard to find anything outside of being in iTunes. To find something like in the Finder is ridiculous. So that was part of the reason I wanted to get out. I wanted to get all my music into like one folder or into like the subgenres or into genres, right? At least. So I saw DJ CB. I got excited for this software. I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go through a whole restructuring. And I did this, I think, before I brought the Unbreakable Mix show back. So 2 years ago, I started the Unbreakable Mix show, and I was still on the iTunes situation. And I think through that whole time, I did it for a year, did the show for a year, almost 2 years. And I think through all that time, it just started to get on my nerves of like not connecting. And then they were updating iOS the OS, and it wasn't working. And like, that just got all frustrating. So I wanted more of like, dude, what am I gonna do here? I need to get out. So then I stopped doing the Unbreakable Mix show. I took a little hiatus. And then I was planning to come back. And then before I was planning to come back, I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to do this library thing, because I was watching CB's videos, and then I started looking at Lexicon, and I'm like, all right, man, I think I might have to do this. I think I might have to get my library out and see what's going on. So can I do this was the question. And again, 42,000 tracks. And I was always worried about it because I'm like, oh man, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? And it's crazy because I never thought to myself, I've dealt with data for years. Just back it up. Just back up your hard drive. And then you can do whatever you want to this drive. And it's fine. You got a backup if anything goes wrong, if you erase anything. So I don't know. I had this like weird internal nervousness about that. Anyway, so I got another drive. I backed up my drive, my music. I still have it right now. I have that backup that was the original backup before I started doing the switch. And so I did the backup. I got DJ CB software. And then he walks through and tells you how to get all your stuff out of the folders that iTunes put your music into. So there's a whole method to do that. I think Lexicon does that. And then also I think Crate Hackers does that. I just joined Crate Hackers like a couple months ago. But I think they have a system in there. They call it flatten folders or something like that, where it will pull tracks out of folders and put them into one folder. So I used Lexicon to do it, but I used CBs, so I used a combination of stuff. I did a whole method and I wrote it down. I remember having a whole sheet, to-do sheet, and I'm like, okay, I better document the whole thing because I need to pay attention to how to, what I'm doing, make sure I don't go out of order because I don't want it to be, I don't want to lose anything. So one of the big concerns was my playlists, because once you get out of iTunes, once I get out of iTunes, I didn't have any other playlists. I didn't have those already in Serato. And I only had a few crates in Serato that made sense to me. Everything was in iTunes. So like some of my long running playlists that I love to play were in iTunes. So I had to come up with a method for that. So one method I did was I took my playlist, like I had a playlist that was called Unbreakable Mix Show. And so I started building that from the time I started the show, because I would just jump in my crates and like just kind of jump around and play stuff. But what I would do is I would take everything I played from the history and I would dump it into this playlist, because I'd be like, okay, this is all stuff that I love playing, so I'm just gonna make a master playlist. So I call it the Unbreakable Mix Show. So what I did was I went to that playlist in iTunes and I went to what field was it? I think it's, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you what field it was. It's the remixer. The remixer field. Okay, so I went to the remixer field in the metadata, and I put Unbreakable Mix Show. And I tagged it Unbreakable Mix Show. So this was super cool because now that was in the metadata of the track. So what I did is I went through, and once I figured this out, then I started going through all my playlists and trying to figure out ways to like tag them and make sure that all that metadata stayed in the song no matter where it went to afterwards, right? So when I load it back into Serato and it gets loaded, I'd be able to search for those tags. So I had this whole system figured out, man. It was like, okay, pull out all the songs from the folders, get them into one folder. Before I did that, I think I went through Serato, because CB did this. He tells you, go through your Serato, take all your music, run it through Music Library Tools. It's gonna pull up year and genre. So then that helps you, because then when you go into Serato, you can then update all your genres. So I updated as much as I could of the genres. There wasn't, I did it the best that I could, because it's a lot. Again, it's 42,000 tracks, and a lot of them aren't real tracks. Like it was like stuff that I created and threw in there that were like WAV files. So that's totally different. So I went through, I did all my genres, saved that. Then you start pulling out, you go through this process where you're pulling out all the folders, all the music out of the folders, then you're dumping them into certain genre folders. Now I didn't end up doing that. I ended up just doing one all music. So I have all my music in one folder, which is pretty amazing. But then when I load it into Serato, now I can just use smart crates and genre. So I have smart crates with genres. And so now I can just pull up whatever I need, all hip hop, all rock, all whatever. And by year also, so I can start creating smart crates around that. And after all was said and done, I think I lost some files, to be honest, because I used Lexicon to kind of organize, and Lexicon's really cool because it has like the opportunity to find duplicates and clean up the way that tracks are written out, like in the metadata, where it's like if it's artist and a track and like the artist name, you can like separate them out and do a bunch of stuff. So I fixed a lot of things, but then there was a lot of stuff that I think I messed up. I don't know, and I deleted some stuff, but I did keep duplicates because it's awesome. You can find duplicates and then you can put them into a folder that's like just duplicates folder. So I did that just to save those tracks, just in case, right? I don't know. I hate deleting things and then like I always have that fear of like, oh man, I think I have that song, and then I go and look for it and I'm like, man, I must have deleted it, right? So anyway, I'm crazy like that. So I have that, duplicate folders, all music. And those are the two main folders that I started with. So then what you do is I started Serato again, and you start a brand new library and you load that in, and you load in all the music. And then you go through and you start cleaning everything up. You start making smart crates based on genres and other things. And then I started creating new crates off of that. And based off of my tags that I had put in iTunes, I started making crates. So there's certain like record pools that I like to have crates for. So I created crates, and then I would just search for that tag that I knew I tagged those in, and then I'd be able to drag them into that crate. I didn't even smart crate them. I just literally made a crate and I'd drag them in there. And so that's how it's kind of laid out now. And it's really cool. It really makes it easier to find certain genres, and that's helpful. So the one thing though that's bad about this is that now I don't have all my playlists that I used to have. And that's a kind of a bummer. So what I did was I joined Crate Hackers. So I joined Crate Hackers, and Crate Hackers has been very helpful. Now, Crate Hackers will tell you, and they give you crates specifically, like you load your music in and they give you crates, and that'll match up like what songs you have that can go in that crate, and then give you ways to find that song if you need it, if it's not there. And so what Crate Hackers has allowed me to do is just start to compile some crates based on genres or themes, etc., to kind of build new crates. So I'm building new crates off that. And then I just started building other new crates where it's like I had a couple songs in mind. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's like rock that. It's going to be, you know, East Coast hip hop, you know, boom bap. So I'm going to create a crate, and I'm going to start loading stuff in there. And then I've started tagging more stuff as I'm in Serato. Like as I'm playing, if I get a thought like, yeah, I want to tag this song, like I'll just go in and like hit up the remixer, I'll put it in Unbreakable Mix Show, or I'll hit up the, what are the other fields? I'll go into grouping, remixer, in the comments sometimes, even in the album, because a lot of songs don't have an album. So I'll just go into that and I'll start tagging stuff in there so that just in my mind, I can know, okay, yeah, if I smart crate that, I'll be able to find all these songs that I'm kind of tagging. So it's a work in progress now, but I've been DJing since, you know, digitally since Serato came out. And that's been a long, long time. I don't even remember. When did Serato come out? Let's see. When did Serato come out? Yeah, 1999. Oh my God. Wait, but then when did iTunes come out? When was iTunes released? 2001. Yeah, so it was all within a 2-year span. Wow. Because I remember having the first Serato box, right? The, what was it? The Rain 1? Was that the box, what it was called? I forget the name of it. That first one, the first box we had, T and I used that thing. Yeah, so I remember having that. And so I've been DJing for so long, and I have so much music, and you know, I've collected ideas throughout the years and playlists and crates and et cetera, but you know, having this kind of reboot or reset has been so exciting, because now as I've been kind of utilizing Crate Hackers, going through my own music, trying to update genres and look through music, it's brought up a bunch of music that I haven't played in a long time, or stuff that I didn't even realize I had in my library, which is amazing because then I get to play it and I get to throw it into a crate so that I can play it again. And it's like, yeah, just bringing up a lot. It's like I've played a lot of weddings, and weddings are all over the place. There's never a perfect mix. It's never the same mix. There's some songs that you do play, but every couple is different. They all want something else. So I remember having playlists in iTunes for like all the weddings that I did, you know, by the names of the people. And each one was different. I remember how cool that was, but you know, I didn't move any of those over when I moved out of iTunes. So that got lost. So now just kind of rebuilding things, finding new songs, finding a bunch of old songs, like, dude, everything just kind of coming together. So I've been using Crate Hackers, which has been good. And I know it's more powerful. I use it for basic stuff just to kind of get my memory jogging, thinking about, you know, oh, okay, they have like a pop. They did one recently that was like a prom 2024, something like that, right? So I was like, oh yeah, let's see what's in there. Ends up like I didn't have a lot of that stuff because it's a lot of like newer stuff. I don't have a lot of newer stuff. I like older, timeless music. So that's mostly what's in my library. But, you know, it was cool because then I could be like, okay, well, let me listen to some of this stuff, right? So I would go to Spotify, pull up some stuff, start listening, and see if there's anything that I dig. But yeah, so it's been a great process. Again, it's a work in progress. And for tomorrow's show, I'm just going to go in. It's 5 hours. So I'm just going to open up. I'm going to pick a crate and I'm going to start playing. And it's really cool because I'm hoping that people will give me requests. I'm actually going to ask for requests and see, because I'd like to test myself that way sometimes. I think it's good for DJs to do that. If you don't want, I just realized I have 2 coffee cups. Look at this. I have 2 coffee cups. One is, there's nothing in it. And then this one I just refilled. So this one was my original cup from this morning. And then this was my wife's, T. Marie. This was her cup from upstairs, but I thought it was mine upstairs. And so I just filled it. And then I got more coffee. Wow. Shows you how much I love coffee. But it's not just coffee, okay? I drink water too. Water's important, right? Man, it's fun to just start streaming. I'm going to do this more often, especially here on Twitch, because on Twitch, I've just been doing music. So I'm curious to see if I was to do more of this stuff, kind of behind the scenes, and just kind of chatting about things. I don't know. Would people get notified about this? That'd be really cool, right? That would be really cool. And then on YouTube also, because on my YouTube channel, let me see, I'm going to jump over to my YouTube channel and see what's happening. On my YouTube channel, it's a lot of produced stuff, but then also, if I do go live, it's kind of promoting things that are coming up. Like this, I'm promoting tomorrow, but I really just wanted to jump on and do a stream and say what's up. Let's see, I'm still live here, right? Yeah, dude. But then also, there I am. If I do go live, is this loud enough? Kind of promoting. If you're hearing me okay, let me know if you are watching. So, yeah. So this is what's happening. Tomorrow is the Oh I Can Dance. I want you guys to come. I want you to check it out. It's going to be so much fun. 5 hours. I'm going to jam through it. I'm going to be jamming. What else can I show you while I'm here? Let's see. I got an idea. Let's try this. I'm going to load up my camera on my phone. Let's see if this works. All right. I'm going to load this up. We're going to try it. Because I should be able to load this up and then move around a little bit. A little handheld. Y'all ready for some handheld? Let's do it. Okay. So now I got to open that. Let's make sure I go to Ecamm. And I'm going to add a camera. If y'all don't use Ecamm, you need to start using Ecamm. Let's see, Tony J camera. Here we go. Oh, snap, dude. Look at this. So let's put it in Let's put in a little window here. Actually, should we do side by side? Or do I do the full thing? Let's see. Oh, that's pretty cool. Can I do a split screen? I can. If I go like this, and I go tall, A. And then let's see. If I edit this, let me move these comments out the way. And then I go zoom. Oh no, it's already like, I can't do the tall. Let's change this, hold on. We're gonna do wide. Let me put this down for a second. I'm a video producer, I can do this. Okay, so we're just gonna close it down to about half, and I'm gonna throw it over here. Booyah, what you know about me. And then let's do the other camera. Oh man, I don't wanna mess with that one. All right, my plan is getting shot. We're just gonna open this up. Make sure that's fully wide, there we go. All right, how about I put it over here? Is that good? I don't know. Okay, so let's go. So now we're behind the scenes. Now you can see everything that's happening, right? Okay, so here is what I see when I'm DJing. My Serato, right? So as you can see, what I was talking about, I have all my, I have smart crates, but then I got a bunch of crates that I've started creating now, right? And then I got this is my DDJ Rev 5. I'm so happy with this one because I had the DDJ SB3 before this one, and it was cool, but it was just smaller. And this one's got a lot more control. It's got the stems, which are like, I've really been starting to get into that, learn how to use those more. Paddles for the effects, all stuff I love. Let's see, what else can I show you? So back here, this is my shelf of goodies. You've got, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to do this just because, you know what, let me make this full screen. Let's do it, there we go. So I got my shelf of goodies right here, all my books, and my Akai, my MPC Mini right there. I got my Numark scratch mixer here, and phase. Now I use that when I use the turntables. And I'm so happy I was able to put the turntables out here because I like to use both. I like to use both the controller and the turntables. So before I had to put the turntables back in the cases like each time when I would use the controller. And now I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna bring this rack out here. And I used to have the rack like over here in the room. It used to be over there. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna bring it out over here. I'm gonna display some things on here. Like I'm displaying my Jabba the Hutt. This is the original Jabba the Hutt from 1978 or whatever. Let's see if it's got a date on it. I don't think he's gonna have a date on him. No, it's on the packaging though. Anyway, he's the original Jabba the Hutt. And then I got my Luke Skywalker and the Tauntaun. So I love that guy. I got my drone. I got some vinyl here that I like to keep. All my books, my book, Disable Your Disability. Oh, and then I got some other Star Wars stuff. So I got my Darth Vader mask up here. Let me move a little bit. Darth Vader mask. And then the guns. Got my Han Solo pistol. And then of course the laser rifle. And the thing about the guns is that I'm probably going to take those down because I think that, you know, maybe that's too much. People might be like, what are those guns he's got up on the wall? And I'm not that dude, you know what I'm saying? So I might take those down because I don't know if people understand that those are just Star Wars guns. So what do you think? Should I take them down? I don't know. And then what else do we got? We got all of my albums with T. Marie as Dynamite Jive. are up here. That's our first one, Nice to Meet You, Mutated. And this one is Bag of Dope. Those are the records that we put out, all on CDs. Remember those things? And then I recently put up my Indiana Jones collection. That's the latest movie, Dial of Destiny. I thought it was good. I don't care what you say. And then I've got, these are 2 limited edition Dial of Destiny covers from Empire and from Film. So those are limited editions, so I had to grab those. And then I've got my Certified Personal Trainer cert right here. I like to keep that up. And then I got my Hollywood sign. And then, of course, Capitol Records has got to be on the wall. This is my whiteboard. I'm working on my new coaching program. That's that. And then my Unbreakable. T got me this. How cool is that, man? It's made of metal. It's I don't know what kind of metal, but it's really cool, isn't it? Yep. So that stays on the wall too. So of course, when I spin, I don't have the friggin' whiteboard out unless I'm gonna show a diagram or something, right? But yeah, so that's that. That's the behind the scenes of the studio. I'll probably do another one of these to show more, but I think that's good for now. What do you think? What do you think? Cool? Sweet. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Now if I just turn this off, boop, hey, now we're back over here. Then I gotta disconnect that. Disconnect, cool. How cool is that? I love it. So, I wonder how long I could stream for. And I wonder if anyone would show up. If you're watching, make sure you comment. Let me know you're watching and where you're watching from, because I will see comments pop up, I believe, from both YouTube channels and Twitch. So let me know. Let me know where you're at. And yeah, I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Ricky's in the house. What's up, my friend? You're watching on YouTube. Which YouTube channel are you watching on? Are you seeing it on the OI Life channel, or are you seeing it on the Unbreakable Academy? Which one did you see it come up on? I'm very curious to know, because I love to find out like how people are getting notified that I'm actually live somewhere, right? So yeah, Jersey in the house. Cabs are here. Jersey, let's go. What's going on with you today, Ricky? What are you up to today on this fine Friday? TGIF, right? Let me know those 2 things. Which channel are you watching on? OI Life or the Unbreakable Academy? And then also, what are you up to today? Okay, OI Life. Awesome. I see that. Cool. I'm glad you got notified. And then did you see a notification come through email, or did it pop up on your computer, or where did you get notified? Because I'm curious about that too. Because I know some people who are subscribed, if you hit the little bell icon when you subscribe, you'll get notified with emails or just notifications on your computer. So I'm always interested to know the back end of things, the technical side of stuff. So yeah, that's what's happening behind the scenes right now. I'm getting ready for the Oh I Wanna Dance event tomorrow, and I just been chatting about music and actual like my data management with my music, because I got everything kind of loaded up, and I'm messing with some new music today that I'm loading in. What's your favorite genre of music? Let me ask you that, Ricky. You tell me what your favorite genre of music is, and I'm gonna make sure I play some of that tomorrow. How does that sound? Saw it in your feed. Okay. You saw it in the feed. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad. YouTube's feeding it to the subscribers. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I gotta get you down on the OI Life Spotlight. We haven't done one yet with you, right? I don't think we did a spotlight with you yet. I gotta get you down on that so we can have a little interview, so we can talk about your ministry and everything you got going on. How would that be? I'd totally be down for that. If you're down, let me know and we'll schedule it out, man. We'll get you on there. It's always good. It's always good to spread the word, you know? So yeah, the Oh I Want to Dance coming up tomorrow, and I've just been kind of futzing around, talking about music, doing some behind the scenes. I wanted to stream live to Twitch, which was my main thing I wanted to do today. But then I'm like, you know what? Let me just stream to YouTube. Since I'm not doing music, I can actually stream to YouTube also today, and they won't ding me. So that was another reason I'm on the YouTube channels. So it's so cool. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see what these folks got to say. Yeah. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen with y'all. Can I share my screen? There we go, but not that screen. I wanna share the Chrome, this one. Check it out. So I got an email. The OIF just sent out an email. I'm doing, the event tomorrow is with them. I'm so excited because, we're doing a fundraiser for OI Life and OI Foundation. So we're gonna be splitting proceeds that come through tomorrow. And this is really exciting because they sent out an email, and look, they're talking about National OI Awareness Week. It begins tomorrow. And whoa, look at that. They did a promo. They did a promo for the event. I'm so excited. It's gonna open the doors, man. A lot of people are gonna come. Talking about Wishbone Day. Nice, love it. There's a concert happening out in Chicago. That's cool. Yeah, this is exciting. That's cool. So glad that they put that out. So yeah, man, I love the extra promotion that the OIF is doing for this. It's good to team up with them to be able to reach folks that are on their email list and people that they're connected to. So, oops, I didn't mean to delete that. So it's really exciting to see them promote. Let's see, I'm checking out comments. Ricky, what did you say? Got tons of favorites. Metal, Christian metal, 90s country, and 80s rock. Yo, I love all that. Well, you know, I don't know too much of that. Let's see. Of course, metal. Like when you talk about metal, you're talking about like, I understand like hair metal and some older metal. Like metal from my day would be Metallica, Ozzy, a lot of the hair metal bands, Motley Crue, Dio, Ronnie Dio. Yeah, there's a few. Rat, right? Remember Rat? Anyway, so that kind of rock I like. Christian metal, I don't know about Christian metal. I know about Christian pop. I listen to a lot of Christian music, faith music, pop and hip hop. There's a lot of Christian rappers that I've started to get into. So I'm digging a lot of that, and just Christian music. And it's funny because a lot of Christian music sounds country. So a lot of country artists sing Christian music. So it's like, it ends up being the same almost. So that I'm like, oh wait, I think I like country also. But not too much into country, to be honest. Some more recent tunes I'm kind of into. And like I said, some of the faith-based stuff I like. And some of the older country. You know, I probably listen to it and play some even in some of my sets. I'll probably play some country tomorrow. I mean, it's a 5-hour set. I'm gonna have to mix it up, right? So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get down with some country. And then 80s rock for sure, yeah. 80s rock, I love new wave. So I'll be playing some 80s new wave. I'll be playing some 80s hip hop. I'll be playing 80s freestyle. 80s new wave for sure, dude. That's my thing. I love that. Demon Hunter, Christian metal band. Oh, Demon Hunter, Dove. I'm gonna write these down. I'm gonna write these down and see what's up. Let me put your comment up here. Demon Hunter. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. Gonna hunt some demons. Do you ever watch Supernatural? Did you watch that show Supernatural? My wife and I literally just watched it from the beginning all the way to the end. Like, we started last October. We just finished it in March or something, but we watched all 15 seasons. We love it. Killswitch Engage. I've heard of Killswitch Engage. I need to write these down. Hold on. Let me get my Notion up. Oops, not that one. I need to load Notion so I can I can write these down. Love these suggestions, Ricky. Thank you. I will definitely try and play some. As long as I've got it, you know. That's the thing, and I tell everybody that I'm a DJ and I have 42,000 tracks, but I don't have everything, so I try my best, right? You haven't seen Supernatural, dude? You got to see it. It's a fun show. It's a fun show. They go deep into faith and stuff, so it's interesting their take on it. It's really good. It's fun. It's a fun show. Okay, Demon Hunter. I'm writing some of these down. As I Lay Dying. As I Lay Dying, is that the name of the band or is that a song? I'm assuming that's the name of the band. Kill Switch Engage. Oh, my wife and I just saw that movie Unsung Hero. You should go see it. You should go see it. It was so good. It's like so heartwarming. And a great story about music. So, faith music, especially. Yeah, it's a good one. Yes, okay, so you haven't done the spotlight yet, so let's do that. I'm gonna send you information on that. Let me make a note. Yep. Invite to record spotlight. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I'll be doing another set of spotlight interviews. So once I have those like ready to go, then I'm gonna I'll schedule you in so we can get you rocking, dude. All right, As I Lay Dying is the band. Gotcha. All right, cool. I took these notes down. Thank you so much for that, dude. That's great. Because that's the thing. Like, I know genres. I know a lot of different genres of music. I mean, mostly, let's be honest, like as a DJ, the goal of being a DJ, the type of DJing that I do is to make people dance, make people groove out and stuff. So I'm not playing everything because not all music does that. So, you know, the focus of what I'm playing is a little different. That's why I'm not going to play metal necessarily. That's why. The Truth. I think I've heard of The Truth. Yeah, awesome, dude. I'm taking notes, man. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna listen to a few when I'm done streaming and see what's up. Actually, shoot, let's do it while I'm streaming. Should we try it? Hopefully, I don't get dinged by YouTube. The Truth. Hey, there we go. Sound of Victory. Oh yeah, it's just in the background, so maybe it'll be okay. Yeah, dude, come on. All right, let's go. Hey. There we go. Yep. See, I would play this. I will play that for sure. Love it. Let's see. Hey, it's got a little Afrobeat flavor to it. I think I'm playing the right one, right? It's The Truth. I better stop it. Hold on. The Truth, DAT.R. It's an acronym, right? Truth. Just to confirm I'm listening to the right. I think that's the one, though. Let me save them. Yeah, this is dope, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, okay. Digging it. Love it, man. I love Spotify because then it will suggest other artists to you once you're listening to an artist. I love that. Yeah, that's tight. Real cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. What questions do you have for me? Do you have any questions for me? Because like I really wanted to do this if people jumped up. Okay, I did have the right rapper. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. What questions do you have? Do you have any questions for me? I don't know. You can ask me about anything at this point. I'm talking about DJing, but you can talk. You can ask me whatever. AMA, ask me anything. I'm down to answer it. Did you get to see my behind the scenes? Did you see my Star Wars stuff back here? I don't know. Yeah, it's real cool. I like that. Yeah, Spotify has been really cool. We used to use Pandora a lot for music, and it just got too restricting. You couldn't look up tracks, right? And then Spotify has just been getting better and better. So we switched because we pay for the subscription. So we were paying for Pandora because we loved how it would bring up songs and create radio stations. But then Spotify's really been getting good, and being able to look up specific songs and save albums specifically has been a big deal on Spotify. So we switched. Now my wife and I are on the family plan on Spotify, and it's the best because we get everything that we need. We can do radio, we can look up specific things, we can save albums. It's been really, really good. Okay, this channel that you're watching on, OI Life, really is about spotlighting the awesomeness of osteogenesis imperfecta. So OI Life is geared to OI, and it's really, if you look back on all the videos, it's all about, I have interviews with OIers, that's the spotlight, and then I have a bunch of just informational videos about OI where I put up videos just to, spread information about OI, but then also it's really meant to ask questions and like open up conversations, because nobody was really doing that. Nobody is doing that. So I wanted to open up conversations about OI. So you'll see a bunch of topics that are maybe controversial. I talk a lot about fitness and exercise because that's a taboo thing kind of in the community. So I'm always saying, these are the best exercises if you have OI. This is how you can start to exercise if you have OI, et cetera, et cetera. And then I have things like, should you drink milk? That's a video. So I got a whole bunch of stuff it's all geared towards OI here on OI Life. And it's really good because it's growing. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and it's growing every day. I'm getting a couple subscribers here and there. I mean, it's really niche because it's such a small community, but people do want to know about it, and they want to talk, and they want to have community. So that's what I do here on OI Life. And then I also do like almost news items where I'll talk about other OI organizations and events and things like that, because that's another thing I noticed in the community. Like, a lot of the organizations and people don't work together on things, and I'm like, we should all be working together and sharing information and talking about each other more often, because for some reason people like to just kind of do their own thing, and we're such a small community as it is. I'm like, man, if we team up and we do things together, we're just gonna be able to make that much more of a difference. We can get much more done if we team up and do things together for the community. So OI Life has been kind of built on that promise of, I'm gonna ask questions that aren't asked. I'm gonna talk about stuff that's not talked about. We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna spotlight some folks in the community because there's all different types of folks in the community. So let's spotlight some people, and let's share about what's happening around the world with OI. So that's another big deal with the OI Life channel. So I hope that clears it up. But it's all about spotlighting OI. That's the theme. Cool Star Wars stuff. Yeah. So tell me, Ricky, let me ask you this. I have the guns over here. I have the Han Solo pistol, and then basically that's like a stormtrooper rifle, right? Is that too much? Because I'm thinking that people are like, dude, he's got guns on the wall. Do they understand that those are like laser guns from Star Wars? I mean, I do have Darth Vader up there, if you can see that. Darth Vader's up there, right? But is that enough? You know what I mean? I feel like people kind of might bug out if I'm showing those guns. What do you think? I'm going to ask your opinion. Should I keep them? Because I was thinking about taking them down. That's why I ask. Because I'm like, maybe I just take those down and put them somewhere a little less inconspicuous. Because right now they're pretty much prominent, like in any shot that I do. So I'm like, maybe I gotta take those down. I don't know. But what do you think? And anybody else watching, if you're watching right now, should I keep the Star Wars guns on the wall? They're just toys. It's a laser gun that doesn't exist. So should I keep them up there? That's not too much Star Wars stuff at all. See, that's what I'm thinking, right? It's just a little bit. But the guns are a thing. The guns are a thing. I was like, are people gonna bug out? I don't know. Maybe even me saying that word right now isn't good for YouTube or any of the streaming platforms I'm on right now. I don't know. But yeah, that was one concern that I kind of had. Let me jump over here and see what is happening. So if you are watching, let me know where you're watching from. I know Ricky's in the room. I appreciate you, Ricky, jumping in here. Let's see. Working out is taboo. That's intriguing. Yeah, so when it comes to working out with OI, it has been a taboo thing, dude. That's why I do what I do. I started this fitness conversation within the community back in 2016 when I launched the Facebook group that was specifically about working out, fitness, and OI. Like literally nobody was talking about it. And when I started working out and really focusing on it, and I tried to find people to talk about it, nobody wanted to talk about it. And anybody that I did talk to was just totally negative and totally against it. So I was like, no, I don't think everybody's like that. So that's why I've been spearheading the conversation of saying that it's not taboo, that it is something that's positive. And it's great because ever since I did launch that, like everyone's starting to come around now, which is great. The bigger organizations are starting to come around. They're like, oh yeah, it is important. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've been telling you this whole time. So it's great because we are making this conversation part of the just regular conversation that people are having about OI, right? And it's important because movement and any sort of movement that we can do with OI will help us build stronger bones, build stronger muscles, be healthier, live a longer life, live a longer and healthier life. And that's the whole point. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because I didn't want to believe it either. But then what do you know? As I started diving in and meeting people and talking about it, and like nobody wanted to talk about it until I launched the Facebook group. And then when I started working with people as a coach, then I even realized even more, oh my God, people need this, man. People need this. Not enough people are doing it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So yeah, I'm super like really excited about knowing that conversation is just part of the bigger conversation now. And if you come to I hope you're gonna come to the conference in July. The OIF National Conference is happening in July. It's in Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, middle of nowhere, right? But I hope you can make it because I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be running the Fitness for OI panel that's happening on Sunday. I'm going to do a movement moment with everybody on Saturday morning. We're going to get together for an hour and just do some moves and get moving. And then I'm also going to be DJing. I'm also going to be playing some music out there, so it's going to be fun for the walking wheel and for the dance and the dinner and dance on Sunday night. I'm going to be playing there. So yeah, providing music, doing fitness stuff. I think I'm part of the peer-to-peer sessions as well. I'm doing a bunch of stuff, but anyway, it's going to be fun. I hope you're going to come because then you can, again, be another voice to say, hey, this is important information that we need to have. So it's going to be good. Let's see, not too much. I'm just looking back on your comments, Rick. I appreciate it, man. Pro gun guy, you're a pro gun guy. Okay, well, hey, then yeah. Excuse me. Then the guns don't bother you. Maybe I would get a different audience if I have those up. My audience isn't pro gun necessarily, but I don't know. Maybe more people will come if I put some. But they're just Star Wars guns, so I hope they understand that. Who knows? Oh, man, so good to have you here. So good to have you here. Yeah, I'm excited for what's coming up this summer, what's coming up even right now for OI Awareness Week that starts tomorrow. It's going to be a great week. I'm doing the OI Wanna Dance. That's going to be 5-hour DJ gig tomorrow, streaming live here on Twitch. I'm not going to be streaming on the YouTube channel, so make sure you come to my website and go to the music page, TonyJacobson.com/music. And actually, I'm going to put it in the comments for you. Let me see if I can do this from here. TonyJacobson.com/music. You tell me if you can see that. You should be able to see that. Go to that page. That's where the stream's going to be. Also on Twitch. So if you have a Twitch account, you can join me over there and get in the chat. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And so we've got the Oh I Wanna Dance. We got Wishbone Day on Monday. So we're going to wear yellow. And I'm probably going to do a live stream that day where I just kind of jump on and talk about OI and stuff. So that'll be fun. And then what else do I got coming up? I have a new coaching program that I'm launching called the Stronger Bones Coaching Group. So that's a coaching group I'm launching this month. Next month, my new book is coming out. And then in June, I'm DJing some gigs out here in Michigan. So I'm excited for that. Lots of great stuff. Lots of great stuff is happening. Nice. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, click that link and you'll get over to the music page and you'll go ahead and bookmark it, and then you'll be able to get to that tomorrow to see the stream. So yeah, it's gonna be lots of great stuff is coming up. There's lots of things happening in the unbreakable world. So I'm really glad to be able to do it. I'm really glad to be able to do it and spend some time doing it. So let's see. Man, I've been going for an hour. I've been streaming for an hour. This is crazy. And I'm just going to check on my YouTube and see. Now, answer this for me, Ricky. Could you hear the music when I played it? Could you hear that music when I played it a little bit, or was it low? Oh, good. Yeah. I see what's happening. I'm just always curious with YouTube. Oh, wow, I have 330 subscribers on my channel here. Let's see how many we've got on OI Life now. OI Life is at, oops, where's OI Life? Why did that go away? Here we go. OI Life channel's at 942. Yes, 942. What's up to my peeps on Twitch? If you're watching on Twitch, say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm so curious to see who got notified that I'm here and how you found it. Did you get notified or did you just see it in a feed? I'm just so curious. This is the first kind of stream I've done over on Twitch like this. I'm usually doing music, so it's really interesting to me to learn about this stuff. You could hear the music, but it was obvious it was coming through the speaker. Okay, cool. Yeah, when you play music on YouTube, when I would try and spin DJ music here, they would cut me off real quick. They're like, because what they say is if it's background music, you can get away with most stuff. So that's why with this situation, I'm glad. I think because I played it low, they were cool with that. So that's good. Yeah, 942 subscribers on OI Life. This is awesome. It's almost to 1,000. When I break 1,000, we're gonna have a party, man. It's on. That's always like the marker, because then depending on watch time, you can monetize. And if I could monetize that channel, that'd be great. I could feed more content into it and help to support OI Life so that I can, start to provide some free resources for folks. Right now, it's a community effort, community supported, because it's just me running it, just me doing everything. So, I can't do anything for free. I do a lot for free. Let's be honest. But I can't do everything for free. So I'm really excited to be able to do these events where I can do some fundraising and put it towards these different things that are happening with OI Life. Oh man, yeah, it's great. If you go over to that music page, you're gonna see there's a countdown. Oh man, only 22 hours until the show. This is great. Oh yeah, and the behind the scenes is happening right now over there too. Yeah, dude. It's happening right now over there too. Hey, that's so cool. Man, so what else can I tell you, Ricky? Just you and me, man. Just you and me hanging out. It's like we're just doing a one-way chat. It's coming through the speaker and it doesn't have to be the same quality as it overlaid. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. As long as it's in the background. They aren't going to bug out. So good. Yeah, man, it's just you and me. I figured some people would jump in, but maybe they'll jump in and watch the replay. If you're watching the replay and you've gotten this far, thanks for hanging out with me. And if you are watching the replay, let me know where you're tuned in from. I'm so curious. I'm gonna do more of these, I think, more behind the scenes and just kind of like just chatting videos where I jump on, talk about some new stuff. With the release of the new book, I'll be doing a new podcast show series that's gonna come out in conjunction with the book. So that's gonna be a new venture that you'll be finding on the Unbreakable channel, which is going to be a new channel. It's not going to be this current Unbreakable Academy channel. It's going to be on a new channel that I'm launching because it's going to be a little different themed around the book and about, living an unbreakable life. That's what it's going to be all about. So that one's going to be a little different. So that'll be launching and it's going to be a lot of fun. Wonder if it's the time of day. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock, so let's see, 2, 1, 12, 11. It's 11 Pacific time, about 6 European time, Central European time. It is interesting, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be, you know what? I don't really go live that much, so it's interesting to see, like right now I just had some time. Like I just finished lunch, and I came down from lunch, and I was like, let me just pop on live right now. It wasn't even planned. It literally was like a improv situation. Like someone gave me a suggestion. They're like, go live, stream live. And I'm like, okay, I'm streaming live now. So yeah, I didn't even really choose the time. Maybe I'll try this again a little later today. Maybe I'll wait till like 5 or 6 and come on and jump on again and do a live. That might be fun. See if people jump on at that time. Yeah, because that would be, what if I did 5 o'clock, 432, that's 2 o'clock Pacific. It's hard being on East Coast time, to be honest with you. It's so funny, because I'm so used to being Pacific, because I'm from LA. So I'm so used to being on Pacific time that if I would do something earlier, it would be later in the East Coast. And now it's the opposite, where if I'm doing something for the West Coast, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I want to do something for them at 6, that's 9 o'clock for me. And do I want to do something at 9 o'clock at night? Not really. I'm trying to wind down. Yeah. See, that's the thing. And that's what I'm hoping for, with some things. I jump on and hope that some people might be at work and they can just jump in. I know a lot of people do that for the DJ live streams. Like if I was playing music, it might be a little different because then people would just kind of sit and listen to the music. On Twitch for sure. But here's the thing on YouTube, like even while I'm working doing my stuff, I'll always be on a YouTube live, depending on like what the topic is, learning something, if there's some sort of presentation, I'm always jumping on and like seeing what's happening, trying to learn about new tech or new software or I don't know, learn about business stuff. So I'm always watching YouTube also like while I'm working. But yeah, time of day for sure is a big deal. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. All right, it's 2 o'clock. I think that might be long enough. I really appreciate you popping in here, Ricky. Thank you so much. I've gone for, an hour 20, not too shabby. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. And come tomorrow to the live stream. Try and pop in at some point during the 5 hours. It starts at noon and I go till 5. So at some point, jump in, get in the chat on Twitch and let me know you're there and I'll give you a shout out. I'm also gonna set up a Zoom room where kind of if you wanna jump in the Zoom room, you'll be able to be part of the show. So I'm gonna set that up. So that'll be part of it and you'll be able to see that tomorrow. All right, man. Yes, absolutely. Let me just pop that up. Yes, listen to YouTube videos all day, right? Sometimes I have to stop though because it gets in the way. I get distracted. It depends on the task that I'm doing. So if I'm video editing and depending on if I'm having to listen to music or dialogue, then I won't listen to YouTube. But if I'm just doing some like menial tasks, man, I could be on YouTube all day. That's for sure. It's not going to be on YouTube, but you'll be able to stream it on my website. Like on that music page, you'll see the embed there. The video will be playing right on the website. And then I just say, if you want to get into Twitch, it's a free account. I think you sign in with your Amazon account, to be honest, because Amazon owns Twitch. So you can sign in with your Amazon account, and then you can chat on the actual Twitch video. If not, you could just watch it on the page. And then also I'm going to have that Zoom room set up. So if you want to jump in the Zoom and be part of the show, you'll be able to chat in there too. And that's going to be some behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow from here. Let me show you. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. So it is tomorrow, Saturday, May 4th, kicking off OI Awareness Week 2024. And yeah, it's going down from noon to 5 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So that's the information right there. Just go to that link. You'll see it. If you go to the link, the music page, all the information's there. There's a little countdown even that shows you what's happening. Yeah, just go there and again, leave that open on your browser and then just come back to it tomorrow and refresh it and you'll see me live starting at noon. All right, man. Have a great day. Thank you to everybody that watched. If you're watching a replay and you got this far, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow and say what's up. And you're going to enjoy the Unbreakable Mix Show and a lot of other great stuff. All right. Until next time, I'm going to see you. Peace.